Flood Intelligence Unit was created about 2 years ago here at VDEM. Our main goal was to create a statewide network of water level and precipitation gauges to provide critical early warning in flash flood prone areas of the Commonwealth, especially in our central and western communities. So we are installing over 130 plus gauges throughout the state. So our most eastern gauge is in Accomack County and our most western gauge is in Lee County. These are kind of our eyes in the community. So they measure both water level. This site measures water level. And then we also have precipitation gauges as well that measure rainfall. So these are on smaller creeks and streams throughout the state that measure, like I said, water level, and they provide us that critical intel on those smaller creeks and streams because we know that those bodies of water tend to rise a little bit quicker when there are heavier rainfall events rather than, say, a James River or New River that take a while to rise. A lot of the gauges report every 15 minutes. So it's near real-time data that not only we're receiving, but our partners such as the National Weather Service and VDOT are receiving as well. So you can kind of see where that comes into a benefit. So hey, we may need to close a road early, or we may need to issue a flash flood warning, or upgrade a flash flood warning. So it kind of gives us like that critical early warning for these communities that experience some of that flash flood type events, where it's only a matter of minutes that can matter to these communities. Over time, we have the flexibility to potentially add more throughout communities that we identify, either through ourselves or the locality reaching out to us, or VDOT reaching out to us and saying, hey, we may need a gauge there, whether it's a rain gauge, precipitation gauge, or a water level gauge to monitor some of those smaller creeks and streams.